Hello friends, I'm Manoj, and in this session I'm going to talk about GS Mains classes. See, if you carefully scan the question paper of GS Mains 2021, most of the candidates were of the opinion that the questions were of moderate nature, barring few questions, and that is mostly true. But a very typical demand which emerged from most of the questions, or you can say a trend of 2021, and that is it demands a high clarity of understanding of the context. Why I say so? Because in most of the questions where the demand were fixed in terms of examples, illustrations, analysis, etc. So if you look at the question paper, then as far as concept is concerned, it appears in the first glimpse that the concepts which they have asked is of general nature, which is very familiar to the candidates, and most of the candidates would be in a position to answer it. But when it comes to taking edge over the other, since it is a competitive examination, so unless you are able to express, illustrate, analyze, keeping in mind the relevant context, probably it may not be so easy as it appears. Otherwise, also, if you look at the question paper of the last few years and the cutoff of the last few years, doesn't matter question is tough, easy, etc. You will find that in the last 4 or 5 years, cutoff range varies from 38 to 44% mostly, and that too you can say in the last few years it is somewhere this. And again, if you scan the cutoff marks and the configuration of marks, those who qualified main examination, you will find that the real competition is of 30 to 40 marks. 30 to 40 marks, that's it. Either you lose or gain. So the point which I'm trying to raise here is that doesn't matter question is easy, tough, etc. If it is easy, it's easy for most of the candidates. It is tough, most of the candidates will face the heat of that toughness. But the question is here, one and only one, that whatever the scenario is, whether someone is able to take the edge over the others or not. See, as far as main examination is concerned, whether it is tough question, easy question, or whatever it is all about two things. It is always about two things. Main examination is clarity in concept and clarity in expression. Main examination is all about these two things. That's it. Most of the competent candidates are at par. The candidates, those who are good in both the things, concepts as well as expression, probably they would be in a position to take edge over the others. And so, the first and the foremost task is here in the main examination, or otherwise, whether it is PT or mains or anything else. But I'm talking about mains, so I'm focusing on mains, is go for the concept building. Unless you have command over each and every aspect of the syllabus, you cannot do well in the main examination. Unless you have command over each and every unit. And so concept building is something that takes time. You have to dive deeper, very deep in the main examination. And that's why we are taking approximately, you can say 7 months. This course is approximately 7 months, where we are taking from basics to the advanced, where we are going to you can say dive deeper and taking care of end-to-end demand of the main examination. So the first and foremost task is to build the concept. Second important aspect is expression. As I said, that there are two things that you need to take care in the main examination, and that is concept building and clarity in expression. When we call it expression, we mostly talk about the answer writing. And this word answer writing is very much in the you can say the fashion these days. So it's a very loosely used, and then everyone is engaged in answer writing on daily basis. But the question is, until unless you are conceptually very sound, clarity in expression will not come. So clarity in expression demands other things also, apart from the you can say the concept building or conceptual clarity. But expression is something that starts with the concept building, then the clarity of thought, then you need to be multidimensional, and then a very, very controlled and measured writing. Then only you can be quite clear in expression. At the same time, you can complete your paper. And so it takes a lot of time. Expression is something that takes a lot of time, and it is a gradual process. It is a gradual process. It will come, but it is always incremental. It is all incremental. And that's why I'm using this expression and assessment. Assessment is something that you need to do on a regular basis. And it's not about answer writing. It also includes answer writing, but assessment is something that you need to start from 1 or 2 questions, and then you have to gradually take to the mock. And this is what we are doing. That until unless you assess yourself on the basis of the topic concepts, you cannot do well in the test series. You will find that it's very easy to join test series, and sometimes you are not able to score well, then you get demotivated. But if you understand it is a constant practice, and it demands a journey. It is a journey which demands discipline. And then you need to build it gradual, from 2 questions to 5 questions to 10 questions to 20 questions to mock. And here, you need to assess yourself on each and every concepts. Then only you can be confident that in the relevant, or your answers are relevant, and you can complete your paper in the time. And so, and that's why it includes almost, you can say, almost daily answer writing, as well as the topical test, and then finally we'll go for the you can say the mock. Before mock, we'll make sure that you are able to perform, to practice so much that in the mock you are able to perform. And that's why simply answer writing will not serve the purpose. And so this program is typically embedded with the you can say assessment and the mentorship. Next point in main examination, which makes a competent candidate, you can say little bit positioned in a better way than the others, is perspective. When I say perspective simply means the way you see something. Information is not yours. Information is of everyone. It's yours, it's mine. But perspective is something that makes you a little bit different than the others, the way you see the same information. And so this year also in the main examination, you will find the way questions were designed. It is a typical test of perspective. Because in the first glimpse, most of the question appears to be very familiar. But ultimately, for what you are going to be tested for? How some candidate will take edge over the others. It's a perspective. And perspective is something, and you build perspective when you are able to, you can say, see something from the various aspects. You make your whole preparation multidimensional. And so this is something that constantly comes with a lot of discussion, concept building, and answer writing. So it's a completely interaction of 2-3 things. Simply answer writing or finishing the syllabus won't be sufficient. And the last is a current affairs updation. Current affairs updation. About the current affairs, I always say that please don't look it at or don't look for the current affairs in terms of the time, last 6 months or 1 year or something like that. Until unless you are constantly in a practice of updating each and every unit of the syllabus through current affairs, probably you cannot take maximum out of the current affairs. This is what the current affairs is. So taking current affairs in isolation will not serve the purpose. And so what we are going to do, we'll take each and every, you can say, unit or topic, and there itself we'll update it. But at the same time, we'll do a kind of updation before the preliminary examination and after the preliminary examination for the mains also, separately as far as or exclusively as far as current affairs is concerned. But the main focus would be continuously to build the concepts and so bring a static part, dynamic part and answer writing together. This is what is the main idea behind it. The very important thing is that it's not depend upon us what we are going to do. It's more upon you how you are going to take maximum from this course. What we expect from you is few things. Number one, that you try to take maximum out of the class in terms of very, very specific information, ideas, etc. Wherever you doubt, mentorships are always there. We are known for that. Then the second thing is that to go for the test on the topic basis continuously. It is very demanding, but there is no choice. No choice. If you are not committed, if you are not so much discipline, then it would be better not to take admission in these kind of courses, at least in the GSS score. So it's very, very important that you need to show your commitment. Because answer writing, expression, concept building is not something that by taking admission alone, it will happen. You need to show your consistency in terms of involvement. And third and fourth important aspect is basically to understand where you need to work upon and then a constant interaction with the mentors. So these three things that you have to do on the regular basis to take maximum out of the GS mains classes, or you can say to build everything for the mains examination. So this is what we are going to do in the 7 months, approximately 7 months time. So this is all the idea of the GS mains classes. Thank you very much. Thank you.